Hey, you guys, I'm Phil Town from Rule One Investing. And today I want to talk to you about what to do if you're nearing 50 and you have no retirement savings. Uh-oh. All right, retirement used to be something you really didn't have to plan for. Most people died before they retired, so that's easy enough to figure out. And by the way, you can still do that. That's still an acceptable means of handling your retirement. On the other hand, most people today are nearing retirement with far less money than they actually are going to need to live on. And that is a big, huge problem that the financial advisors out there and everybody you're watching on TV for financial advice has no idea how to fix. If you're 50, you haven't saved much. Even if you've saved some, I can probably pretty well guess that you are a long way from what you would need to retire. Ballpark right now, just to put this in perspective, if you're 45 years old and you hope to retire in 20 years and you want to live on 60 grand a year and you're going to get Social Security at some reasonable amount, guess what? You need approximately $2 million more in order to retire at a $60,000 income over the next 20 years from now. And you'll have enough money to live to be 95 years old before you run out. This is way more than most people are thinking about having to have. So this is a big concern among a lot of people. Right now, your financial advisor says your retirement plan is what? Just save more, get a better job. We've talked about this before here. So guess what? I got a nice little retirement quiz right here. Just take a look at the link below there, which will help you determine how much you're going to need to retire, no matter what age you start saving. It's going to ask you, how much money do you think you need to live on? How much money have you got? How much money can you save? And it's going to start telling you what you're going to need to live at that level when you retire. So if you're nearing retirement and you have no real idea how you're going to get there, or really maybe no real idea of what you need, don't worry, guys. I got some Rule One tips here that can help you out. So you're a little bit late to the game, right? Now you got to catch up. So the first thing you got to do is think, all right, I'm not retiring at 65. I'm going to retire at 70. You want to do that for two reasons. Number one, the Social Security payouts that happen at 70 years old are about 8% bigger than the ones you're going to get if you retire at 65 and start taking your Social Security check. So you want to stick it out until 70. A very, very big difference. I've done it. I'm getting a Social Security check. Man, it jumped. No question about it. It's worth doing. Also, if you work another 5 years and just kind of keep your expenses under control, that's going to really help you get more capital into the game that you're going to need down the road. Because man, the way we're living now and the way science is working, you can figure on getting to about 95. Now, the longer you live, of course, the more money you're going to need in order to make it to 95 years old, 100 years old. You're going to need a lot of money. Now, if you've got debt falls into two categories: good debt, bad debt. Good debt, you're paying interest rates of 3%. Why is that good debt? Because rather than paying that off, you're going to use the money and go out and try to make 15 to 20% with it. That works out really well. Bad debt, you're already paying 15 to 20% interest. You got to get rid of that right away. All right. So keep the paycheck going, get rid of bad debt. Now, the longer you're working, the longer you can contribute to your company's retirement plan. I don't love those retirement plans. I think they rather suck. And especially if the stock market's going nowhere, that is going to be an absolute disaster for you. So instead of going that way, I would say contribute to an IRA or a Roth IRA, depending on your tax bracket. Get the money to where you can invest it the way I'm going to tell you to just about now. Now, one of the huge changes that you can make in your retirement plan is to increase the rate of return you're getting on the funds that you have available to invest. Now, I know that sounds like just magic. You can just increase the rate of return, but I just want you to open your mind to that possibility for a second. The reason you're going to need $2 million 20 years from now to make it to retirement, make it through your retirement, is because you don't know how to invest. You're going to have to put your money in bonds, and you'll have more and more of it in bonds as you get older and older if you follow financial advisors, which means you're going to get like a 5% return on it, which means you need a lot more money to live on, right? Because you're getting 5%, you can't count on having a return big enough to carry you along. On the other hand, if you were able to go out and get 15% returns, 15%, then the amount of money you'll need drops dramatically down to about $500,000 or $600,000. So that shift from a 5% return to a 15% return is everything. Most of you, probably with a decent company, 2 people working, can put away enough money to get started right now to build that $500,000, $600,000 over the next 20 years. You could start right now. This is the best part. With $10,000, put away $6,000 a year, and you'll get there if you can invest your money at about 15% a year. There's no reason that you can't, except you just don't know how. The best way to do that is the way Warren Buffett's been doing it for, 70 years. Charlie Munger for 80 years. Munger's been investing for 80 years. The guy is 98 years old, and he's been doing this. He has 5 or 6 stocks right now. So the best way to do this is to use this great, famous Rule 1 investing strategy. And that means thoroughly researching companies, understanding the business, determining that you know it has a really good margin of safety, and then buy them on sale like that. So that's the key, buying a wonderful business when it's on sale. The good news is the very market that is going to make it misery for everybody that's just doing massive diversification and holding on to stocks, that very same market makes this strategy phenomenal. Now, by using this strategy, I think you will see your wealth grow over time to a point where you will be in a great place just 20 years from now. And if you want to accelerate it even faster, we'd love to have you at one of our classes. We can show you how to do that. If you're really a small investor, you can use some advantages that I can't do. So now, if you're not sure if you're on track to retire or the age that you expect to, or how much money you're going to need, just take that retirement quiz below and find out. Okay, go do it. Now, I'd love to hear from you guys. Are you on track for retirement? And if not, what are you going to do to catch up? You're just going to stick your head in the sand? Now, leave a comment below with your answer. I'll be sure to follow up with you. And thanks for watching. Now go play. Hey, if you enjoyed this video and you think it was valuable for teaching you more about what to do if you don't really have any retirement savings, hit the like button and please share the video with your friends. And if you want more investing content, subscribe to my channel. And by the way, don't forget to click the button on the screen. There's a free gift. And thanks again for watching.